All right. What's up, everybody? Today we're going to be going over how to mount up one of these bad boys. We're going to be using the Mad Turkey fan plaque, and I've used this on several of them. I'm going to show the process and what I like to do and how I mount it up. The first thing I like to do is take a nice board, preferably that pine, those pine plywood, and I cut it out. I always called it a hammerhead shape, so we'll do that. I like that shape the best when it comes to mountain turkeys because of the specific way I do it. I like to have this wide enough to where you can have, if you want a couple more feet or a couple more beards on there, you can, and then you have a big enough space to mount your fan. So that's really the way I like to do it. I like to use a dark stain. So we're gonna get started and I'll show you guys how I paint it. All right, today I'll be using this classic espresso. It's a really dark stain, and kind of to match, I like to match this as much as I can. So that's gonna be a darker color. Let me get a screwdriver. So we're gonna go ahead and crack this open. And I will be using just the cheapest brush I got for this. You can, I know a lot of people like to use a rag when it comes to staining, but I really don't care either way for me. So we're gonna go ahead and start this. Sometimes I like to, after I do this, I like to put a coat of shellac or like a varnish. I like to put shellac or varnish on it to make it really stand out, make it look good. And you always want to keep this brush moving. You want to keep it moving fairly fast, because if you let stain sit in one spot on this board too long, it will make it a completely different color than what the rest will be. It'll make it a lot darker. So always remember to keep that brush moving. If brush or rag, whatever you like to use, always keep it moving. Spread that around quick, because if not, it will sink in to one spot and it'll make it a lot darker. Another thing that I like to do is just go one direction. I know in this case with stain it doesn't really matter that much because you're not going to see the brush strokes, but I like to keep it one direction. Alright, I'm going to let this set for a second. And do not forget to do the very edges. Always do your edges. Alright, so while we were waiting for that to dry, I'm going to show you what we're mounting up today. So these have been sitting for a while. They're the ones that I've shot. What was it? I shot one, one of them last year, and yeah, I think it was last year and the year before are going to be these turkeys. If any of you know about turkey beards, if any of you know about turkey beards at all, they like to fall apart. They really like to fall apart the longer they've been sitting. So these have been sitting for about a year. One for almost 2, which is not good. But I just haven't really had the time to mess with it. Got little spider webs on him. But he wasn't bad. He's probably about the size of that one. That one's really big. Probably that one or that one over there. So he's not bad. He's pretty good size. We're gonna work on those today. I'm thinking for the feet, since I have 4 of them, I was thinking I'm gonna take the 2 best ones and put them on the end, which I think these are. So we're gonna put them on the end of this guy right here, and then put the beards in the middle. All right, let's open it. Yeah. So on the back gives you the instructions. Some stuff in Spanish on the front. I don't know. So you have this, which is what you're going to use for the front for mounting purposes. This will probably be the back side of it. So as you can see, it's got little teeth on there that you're going to use to hang it up or nail it to the board. And then it comes with these little, I like to call them shotgun ends. They kind of look like the end of a shotgun shell. So they have those that you're going to put in these holes right here. So once you put those in there, you'll be able to stick that beard in there and it won't fall out or the feet or anything. So we're going to go ahead and put those in. All right, once you've got those in, it's pretty much just waiting for the board now, which I think I'm gonna go ahead and put a second coat on. But this will slide right over those, like that. And then that's where you're gonna put your turkey fan at. You're gonna mount it up in there real good. And then I like to stick that foam in there and then stick it in there so it's a lot more secure. I'll go ahead and leave that off for now. So let's go back to the board and maybe put a second coat on it. All right, it's looking pretty good, pretty decent. I like the stripes on it. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and do a second coat on there just to see what it looks like. I think a second coat will make it darker. I think it'll make it look better. So let's do that. Okay, I've got quite a mess going on here. These beards were kind of falling apart a little bit. So first I went ahead and put some glue on the very tips of them to hold them together for years to come. But when it comes to this guy right here, what we're gonna do is I'm gonna put, all right, so this one goes on the board and this one I'm gonna have all mounted up. So what I'm gonna do is, you see I have one of those out. I'm gonna take this other one out of there. So you have 2 open, just like that on each end. And I'm gonna take my best 2 looking feet. Now this one, since it's a little big and it will not fit through the hole, the best thing you can do for that is I like to take clips and just cut that metal, and then you can bend it just enough where you can take the skinny part of it slide it through there, and then bend it back. There we go. Just kind of like that. So you're gonna have one hanging on that end, and I think this one will fit in there. All right. Come on, there we go. All right, so I ended up getting those two in there, just like that. So as I get into it, I'll have this one sticking out, and I'll have this one sticking out a little bit, as far as I can. So once you get them where you want them and fix them up, then I'm gonna put both those beards in the bottom and then the other ones in the center. I made a few modifications to make it, I know it looks kind of, it doesn't look all that great on the legs, but I had to use some duct tape on here. I used some on the top of the beards, so they will slide through there and they're gonna end up looking like that. So we're gonna get that set up, we're gonna get the beards put in there, and I'm pretty sure the board dried. So we got that flipped around, looks pretty nice. We're gonna put that fan right here in the center. I think it'll turn out pretty good. I have to put the holes. So in this, on that back plate, I'm gonna put 2 holes in the center of it. So maybe 3. I'm gonna do 1, 2, 3, and drill them through there to the board. So that'll be our way of mounting it. And then this is gonna go right over top of that once we get that fan screwed on there as well. So let's get started. Here's one of my screws. First, we're gonna start off by lining this up where we want it. So it looks like all the others are about right there. About 1 inch or 2 from where the curves start. I'm gonna make sure that's level. Grab a hammer real quick. Alright, got a hammer. We're gonna make those. We're gonna make them where we want them now. So we're just gonna line that up real quick. And start with one in the center. Or not. New plan. Alright, got the drill out. So we're gonna grab a bit and we're gonna get started. Alright, got those taken care of. Alright, got that on there. Now it's time to fit the fan. We're going to try our best to hit that hole when we go all the way through it. Leave some room for the beards and other stuff. Alright, there we go. That's better. So I just ended up going straight through, even though that screw is a tad long. I'll just cut it off at the back. So I think we are ready to put the top on there. and get those legs sticking out. So let's do it. All right, now it's time to add the feet and everything on there. So to get those on there, you're gonna have to cut the ends of wherever you want them. So in this case, I want them on each end. I'm gonna have to bend those out to be able to fit the legs in there. But once I fit the legs in there, I'll be able to bend them all back. There's one. There's somewhat another one. Those are hopefully going to connect on there, just like that. I'll spin that tail a little bit. So right here are the beards. Put some tape and glue around them, so they will stay together for years to come, hopefully. We're going to put one up in there, just like that. And I think I'll just leave it like that. I don't really feel like messing with, you know, all the other feet and everything. So there you have it. I think we are done. There we go. Doesn't look terrible. Alright, so we got it all set up. Got the two beards in there, the best feet I could get. If you're looking for a great way to hang up your turkeys or do any cool mounts and stuff like that, and you like what I did, this is what you need. So you're definitely going to need that Mad Turkey Plaque. This is great. I've used it for almost every single one. Right there's 4 or 5 of them, all with that Mad Turkey Plaque on there. So definitely check them out. I'm going to put their link in the description. This turkey, yeah, like I said before, it's from years past. I just haven't had time to do it. So I'm going to show you guys what it looks like hung up. So I'm going to create a spot and we're going to get that hung up. Alright guys, got it hung up along with all the others. And now it's finally complete. We just now ran out of room for those turkeys on this side of the wall. So got it hung up. I think it looks pretty good. So if you guys like the video, drop a like down below, comment whatever you want. If you have any cool video ideas or anything you want to see, let me know. I'll respond to them. But in the meantime, we're probably going to get a new video up soon, probably next week. So get ready for that, and I will see you guys next time.